Should have walked away.
No, what you've actually done is open my eyes.
Number 10, The Slap, The Good Wife.
It's over. Peter's taking the plea. My daughter is going to school, and I need to see you.
Before Will and Chris, another slap left TV viewers asking, did that really just happen? After pursuing independence for several seasons, Alicia finds herself back where she started, standing by Peter as the good wife. It's not the ending that many fans wanted for the character, but the final scene is especially baffling. After Alicia pushed to put Kurt on the stand, publicizing his affair, Diane slaps her, walks away, and that's it.
Diane?
This is supposed to mirror the pilot, which opened with Alicia slapping Peter over his extramarital activities. However, the series never gave the impression that it was building toward a confrontation between Alicia and Diane. So instead of bringing things full circle, our heads are left spinning as if we were slapped. Number 9, Leaving Mary Behind, Third Rock from the Sun.
I want to take one last look at my friends.
Mary, to be fair, they're mostly our friends.
With the aliens called back to their home planet, Dick asks Mary to come along for the ride. Mary decides at the last minute that she can't leave Earth, however. While this could have made for a bittersweet farewell, it goes a step too far by having Dick erase Mary's memories of him.
No, that sounds awful. I don't want to forget you.
But Mary, it will protect you from hurt. What we had together will remain deep inside you.
It's often frustrating when a character has their memory wiped, and leaving Mary on this note just seemed wrong. There's actually an alternate ending where Dick comes back for an oblivious Mary. This ending, which surfaced later in syndication, was shot on the off chance that the show received a 7th season. Honestly though, we think this alternate version would have stayed more faithful to the characters and the eccentric tone of the show.
I couldn't leave without you, Mary.
Who the hell are you?
Alien abduction! Alien abduction!
Number 8, Screaming Eve, Killing Eve. There are a few ways that Killing Eve could have ended on a satisfying note. Eve could have made the heartbreaking decision to kill Villanelle, freeing herself from the woman who's tormented and allured her for 4 seasons. The two also could have ridden off into the sunset with Eve leaving everything she knew behind, killing her in a sense.
When I try and think of my future, I just see your face over and over again. It's a very beautiful face.
The finale seems to be headed in the latter direction, but no. Villanelle is taken out via sniper. Eve screams in agony. The end. No, seriously, the end emerges on the screen, although it's missing a question mark. This ending isn't nearly as poetic as the writers seem to think it is, doing its main characters dirty and betraying every viewer who got invested in their relationship.
Did I ruin your life? Do you think I'm a monster?
Number 7, Happy Thanksgiving, True Blood.
I suppose they thought that coffins would be more palatable for the families.
I don't want to do this.
I know you don't.
In this finale, Bill feels that he's overstayed his welcome and just wants to die already. The same can be said about the show itself as it crawled to the finish line. After 7 seasons of sexual tension, Sookie doesn't end up with Bill, or Eric, or even Alcide.
Turkey's in!
Thanks, hon.
In the final scene, a pregnant Sookie embraces some rando at Thanksgiving dinner. Also present are Jason and his wife, who he met an episode earlier. We spent years following Sookie and company, so why are you putting so much emphasis on last-minute side characters we know virtually nothing about? Led Zeppelin's Thank You plays as we close out, but it would have felt more appropriate if they replaced thank with a certain 4-letter word.
Inspiration's what you are to me.
Number 6, End of the Line, Bloodline.
Just breathe through it. You got this.
Bloodline is the textbook definition of a show that should have just been a limited series. After John killed Danny in season 1, there was nowhere for the show to go but down. After 2 meandering seasons, the finale introduces an intriguing concept with John ready to tell Nolan what really happened to his father. Just as this can of worms is about to be opened, we cut to black. Seriously? You think just because The Sopranos left us on an ambiguous note means that you can pull the same stunt? You didn't earn an open-ended conclusion like The Sopranos did. At the very least, we deserve to see the aftermath of this confrontation. Overall, you're not a bad show, but you did a bad thing.
But Kevin made his bed, now he's got to sleep in it. It'll all be over soon.
Number 5, Dan is Dead, Roseanne.
I lost Dan last year when he had his heart attack. But he's still the first thing I think about when I wake up.
This classic sitcom skyrocketed over the shark when the Connors won the lottery in season 9, abandoning the working class setup that made the show relatable to begin with. The good news is that this whole story arc was merely the fabrication of a book that Roseanne was writing. The bad news? Roseanne dropped several bombshells, making us question how much of the series was a lie.
I think I'll be a lot better now that this book is done.
Namely, Dan actually died from his heart attack the previous season. Instead of being surrounded by family, Roseanne is bleakly left alone with her thoughts. The show wisely retconned this scene along with Dan's death when it returned for season 10 in 2018.
What happened?
I thought you were dead.
I'm sleeping. Why does everybody else think I'm dead?
Of course, Roseanne was subsequently killed off because, well, if you're on Twitter, you know why. Number 4, turning a win into a loss, 2.5 Men.
I think somehow, some way, Charlie is still alive.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
We all know this show should have ended when Charlie Sheen exited. Being a ratings juggernaut, though, the series lasted 4 more seasons, during which time it really should have been renamed 3 Men, then later 2 Men and Charlie's Daughter, then just 2 Men. We hope Charlie might eventually return for a proper goodbye, which the finale teases.
Oh, he had a baby grand just like that.
It's coming right this way. You don't think that it's possible that the cops got the wrong guy, do you?
In the last scene, someone resembling Charlie arrives at the door only to have a piano dropped on him before his face is revealed. We subsequently zoom out to reveal Chuck Lorre, who takes one more shot at Sheen before having a piano dropped on him.
Winning.
It's as if Lorre was punishing himself for turning in such a lazy ending. Nobody wins, least of all the audience. Number 3, how Ted was in love with Robin the whole time. How I Met Your Mother.
And that, kids, is How I Met Your Mother.
That's it.
Ted and Robin made for a good pair during the earlier seasons, but as the show progressed, it became evident that they weren't meant for each other. That is, until the final scene where Ted's kids give their blessing for him to ask out Robin following the mother's death.
Come on, Dad. Mom's been gone for 6 years now. It's time.
What, I just call her up on the phone and ask her out on a date?
Part of this ending was shot back in season 2. At that point, it might have made sense for Ted and Robin to ultimately end up together. Over the following 7 seasons, though, the two dated other people, finding that they wanted different things. By the finale, Ted and Robin just didn't add up as a couple anymore, but the creators remained committed to their game plan. Sorry, but we'll take the alternate DVD ending over this.
See? Easy. And that, kids, is How I Met Your Mother.
Number 2, he's a lumberjack and he's not okay. Dexter.
I always thought that if I ever left Miami, I'd be running for my life. Not running towards a new one.
How do you end a show like Dexter after 8 seasons? By having Miami Metro finally learn the truth about their mild-mannered blood spatter analysis? Maybe Dexter meets his match and winds up on someone else's table, accepting defeat as his dark passenger is silenced?
Should have walked away. No, what you've actually done is open my eyes.
Or how about Dexter fakes his death, becomes a lumberjack, and unenthusiastically stares into the camera as we all cancel our Showtime subscriptions until Yellow Jackets debuts. The creators went with the latter ending, which we might have given a little leniency if it had been foreshadowed. However, nothing from the past 96 episodes indicated that Dexter wanted to be a lumberjack. Dexter's misadventures continued in New Blood, and while that sequel series has its problems, it's still better than Dexter Bunyan.
I destroy everyone I love. And I can't let that happen to Hannah, to Harrison. I have to protect them from me.
Number 1, The Snow Globe, St. Elsewhere.
What do you care? You just finished your last ER shift. It's over. You're through at St. Eligius forever.
Yeah, the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine.
Can a final scene be so bad that it ruins an entire series? In St. Elsewhere's case, kind of. In the end, it suggested that the hospital and the characters we got invested in over 6 seasons were the manifestations in the imagination of Tommy, a boy with autism, as he looked into his snow globe.
How's he been? To give you any trouble? He's been sitting there ever since you left this morning, just like he does every day, in a world of his own.
A meta ending might work in a sitcom like Newhart, but not in a medical drama. Even if you've never seen an episode of St. Elsewhere, you've surely heard about its infamous ending. As such, you probably won't prioritize watching the series. If you did grow up with St. Elsewhere, you're unlikely to revisit the show, assuming that none of it was real. Thus, one last scene managed to tarnish the show's legacy. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.